Welcome in, everybody. TJ Young back together again with my broadcast partner, Jay Soderberg. Coach, good to have you back. We got a good one tonight, a Hawkeye 10 matchup between Shenandoah, who's on a little bit of a hot streak here. They won 3 of their last 4, going up against Creston Panthers. Should be a good one tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. It was nice to have a week of vacation, but watched a little bit over break. And, yeah, the Mustangs have played well here in the last few games. And it's good to see those young guys have a little success and grow a little bit more confident as the season goes along.
So, for Shenandoah, we'll kind of go around the horn here. Pitching tonight, the battery. Pitching tonight is Jade Spengler. Catching is the crafty lefty, Dalton Athan, left-handed catcher, Coach.
We have 2 left-handed catchers from what I saw in warm-ups. So this is a rarity. I am used to the lefties, though, in the lineups. It's one of the things I bring well.
Around the infield, from third to first for Shenandoah, Logan Twyman's at third. Shortstop's Eli Cameron. Second base, Cole Scammon. And at first is Gage Heron. In the outfield from left to right is Seth Zwickel, Camden Lormer, and Cole Graham. Leading off for Creston tonight will be Kyle Strider, second baseman. Strider on the year, 409 hitter. Definitely a put the bat on the ball kind of guy. On base, 544, Coach.
Yeah, definitely. He's been one of those guys for Creston over the years. I mean, I coached against him in basketball multiple years ago, and he just seems that he's been around for about 6-7 years.
COVID year?
Yeah, playing sports for Creston. So, great bat at the top of the lineup for them.
I don't think he had a COVID year.
No. Not quite allowed yet in high school sports.
We got a lot to dive into tonight, but we'll talk about multiple things. But it's going to be, like I said, Kyle Strider, McCoy Haynes, Cale Turner, Thomas Mickelson, Sam Henry, Dylan Hepker, Quentin Fuller, Milo Staver, and Tyler Riley. That's your batting lineup for Creston tonight. The ball was thrown down. We're ready to rock and roll. After the umpires and the coaches get done talking, they're just kind of going over what they plan to have for supper tonight, I think.
Yeah, check it out. Smell the burgers, the hot dogs. Everything smells good here tonight. Beautiful night. Yeah, beautiful night for baseball.
Yeah, we have a slight breeze.
Blowing in just a little bit.
Slight breeze. If you look at the flag on the new Armory building, blowing from left to right as you look at it, or from east to west. But really, really nice, cool, calm night. We had gas and grass playing between games. There's games at K. Anderson, game at Bob Lucky Fulton Field. Softball game going on behind us just got underway. And then obviously we got our game. So a lot of stuff going on at the Shenandoah Baseball Softball Complex tonight. So if you're not there and you're listening to us, watch us later. Come on down. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a perfect night, perfect summer night for baseball, softball, all the things that are going on here tonight.
It's way better to listen to us after the fact.
It is.
So Spengler to Strider, first pitch, definitely in there for a strike. That was a stern strike call.
I do like that. Gets a little all the way down to the toes. He's going to let everybody know that was strike one.
You might turn up your television sets. I think you're going to hear it. 0-1 is fouled straight back and out of play, so it's 0-2 quickly on Strider.
Nice job by Spengler getting ahead on the count, bringing some strikes here early. See if he can finish them off. Maybe they'll go upstairs with one here.
For some high cheddar, is that what you're thinking?
I'm thinking some high cheddar.
The 0-2 pitch is grounded to shortstop Cameron. Deep in the hole, throws, scoop, got him. Nice play.
Oh, fantastic play. Fantastic play all around. Nice scoop by Heron on that one. Good strong throw from very deep in the gap there. So nice play by the Mustangs to get one out.
So 1 out. Now it's going to bring up McCoy Haynes for Creston. Haynes, the third baseman tonight.
First pitch just a little bit low there. Jay did a nice job with that first batter, bringing a first pitch strike. So it'll be important all night to bring those first pitch strikes.
You just keep working on that, Coach. You're doing good.
I'm all over it.
Technical difficulties.
I had a week off. Good single out to left. Zwickel tosses it back in, but first base runner there for the Panthers. 1 out here in the top of the first.
Shortstop, number 4, Cale Turner.
Huh. I'm just very confused. I can't get, I'm talking to the whole world, but I can't get the stuff to show up the way it's supposed to with the bases and whatnot. But anyways, continue, Coach. You're doing great. I'll try to figure it out.
All right, pick up attempt there to first. Back easily.
You're doing good.
Oh, I appreciate it. As I said, it's getting a big lead over there. Not going anywhere on the first pitch. First pitch upstairs, 1-0 count here. Now, so that's 2 batters in a row. That Spangler's falling behind in the count.
We got it figured out. Put a new scoreboard up there, folks. They might not like it, but that's what we got. So, Cale Turner up. First pitch, pop foul. Second pitch, pop foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cale Turner.
Yeah, again, nice job by Jade finding the zone. Challenge some of these hitters early, see if they can get some early outs, not work too deep into the count.
So Haynes is at first base. Turner's at the plate. 292 hitter is Turner with some pop, couple home runs, 3 doubles on the year. And Haynes does not go, and that's a breaking ball down in the dirt, so 2 balls and a strike to Turner.
Yeah, nice job by Ethan dropping down, keeping that ball in front of him, not letting the runner get to second there.
Spangler takes his sign. Haynes takes the lead. He's off and running in the dirt. Step and throw down, and not in time. Good catch and throw, good release, but throw in the dirt, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it looks like kind of from early on that he was going to be moving there. If he had the opportunity, got that opportunity. Ethan made a good, strong throw, but not quite in time to get him.
So now 3 balls and a strike, and now you've got a runner in scoring position. First of the night, obviously, we're just second batter into the game, but first of the night with 2 teams that just on paper, batting average-wise, which isn't everything, but batting average-wise, struggle a little bit. So putting some runs on the board early for either team would be definitely beneficial. And 3-1's in for strike number 2. Spangler definitely pounded the zone there to come full.
Yeah, good pitch there. 3-1, you don't want to put anything too good, but did a nice job. Looked like he worked the outside corner there, and now we got a 3-2 count.
Full count offering from Spangler. And swing and a miss.
Nice
Big
job
pitch
there. Like you mentioned there, it's going to be important for both teams to keep runs off the board. I think both coaches would probably prefer this, a lower scoring game. Let the pitching and defense do their job.
So Mickelson steps in. Believe it or not, Coach, that guy right there in the box is an 8th grader, and he's batting .256 on the year with a home run in the Hawkeye 10. Pretty impressive. There's a shot right down the left field line. Throw home is not going to be made, and that's an RBI single for the freshman Mickelson.
8th grader.
Or 8th grader, excuse me. Thank you, Coach. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah. Someone's got to keep you on your toes.
I know.
But
I told you, I'm wrong all the time.
First pitch swinging, and I mean, he drives that right out to left field, and with 2 outs, runners ready to move, and Creston scratches across that first run.
You can't sneak a piece of cheese past a hungry rat, Coach.
No, I'm ready for this one tonight.
Brings up Sam Henry, first baseman for Creston, with Mickelson with the lead. First pitch in for strike 1. I told somebody last night I was going to say that. I was able to say it. She says, you got to say it. I said, I got to say it when somebody hits a fastball.
Like, said, yeah, you worked it in first inning, too. It's impressive.
That's right. I am a man of the people. So Henry steps in. He's a 135 hitter on the year, so a little bit to be desired at the plate. Check swing. They'll say he did not go. They asked to check, but the home plate umpire said, no, we're not doing that. He didn't go. Okay. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that ball's popped up over the home dugout and out of play. No car.
Not
going to be able to use that ball anymore, though.
No. Didn't get the bicycler either, so thankfully everybody's okay over there.
There's a cycler out there?
There was a bicycler out there, yes.
You know why they call it that, right?
No.
It's got 2 wheels.
Yeah, perfect.
A 1-2 pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, squirts away, and that's going to be a wild pitch.
I got nothing. I'm pulling my mic away for a minute.
It's going to be a long night, Coach. That's a wild pitch there, and that's not a bad spot. 1-2, you try to bury a breaking ball, make him swing, but you just got away. 2-2 pitch, fastball's chopped, and that's going to be a foul ball that did hit him in the box, and a very firm foul ball call there.
Yeah, it was, and that's one that you wish as the pitcher you could just go up, step, throw, get that out, but he's going to have to get one more pitch here. Keep working, but yeah, hit him right in the box, dead ball. So we got a 2-2 count still.
Spangler gets a sign. Mickelson, probably distant relative to Phil, at second. Another breaking ball in the dirt. Mickelson making his way to third. The throw down to third, not in time. Pretty good wheels from the big man.
Yeah. Good base running, good awareness. That ball didn't get real far away from Athan, but he had a good secondary, got that hop, and got to third. So, I mean, anything on a pass ball, we have that action pitch, 3-2, 2 outs. So something's going to be happening here.
So as Coach said, now 3 balls, 2 strikes to Henry, Sam Henry, 2 first names, works the walk. So now runners will be at the corners for Dylan Hepker, I believe.
We got lots of relatives on this. You got Phil Mickelson's distant cousins. You got John Henry's out here. Man, the myth, the legend. So it's quite a unique squad here from Creston.
And Hepker, who is actually pitching tonight, is doing the pitching duties. He is a 191 hitter. So something you definitely don't want to see is there's going to be a throw all the way down. That's into the outfield. That's going to be an easy run, a gifted run there. Probably not something that was on the to-do list here in the top of the first.
No, and we talked just a couple outs ago. It was going to be very important, try to keep this game low scoring, because I don't think Coach Roberts, same way, really wants to have to go put up a crooked number early to get back into the game.
And the 1-0 is down in the dirt, so 2-0. 2-0 here to Hepker. And again, it's definitely not a team that has been just pounding the baseball. They got a couple kids that are hitting the ball really well, but as a team, sub 250 batting average on the year. That ball's in for strike one, so you really don't want to be gifting them free base runners and free bases. When
a team struggles to score runs, there's nothing better for them than to get an early run off a mistake, something like that. All of a sudden, those 150 hitters become, over 200 hitters, it seems like.
And that ball's chopped into the hole. Cameron cannot get it. There will be a play not made at the plate. A good job by the third base coach to hold his runner, because Zwickel was ready to step up and fire, but that's a clean single for Hepker.
Yeah, no, and I said all of a sudden you get to 2 outs in the inning, and Creston's real close to putting that crooked number on the board, so hopefully Jade can get out of this, limit the damage just to 2 runs here.
Now Quentin Fuller is going to step in, 250 hitter. Yeah, like I said, sub 250, 240, 243 on the year, which isn't terrible, but, I mean, just based on percentages, 1 out of every 4.
Yeah, no.
Right? So you really want to keep it that way. You do 1 out of every 4, they're not hardly scoring, right?
No, that's the, hopefully later he can go get his hit if he's going to get one here, but this is the time you need those outs.
This inning, 3 singles, hard hit balls.
Yeah.
But you sprinkle in that walk. You sprinkle in the walk when you were up 1-2.
Yeah. Those walks will come back to haunt you.
It extends that inning.
It's amazing how those do.
So now you're gonna get a square to bunt and nobody's going. I'm guessing there's probably going to be a conversation with the courtesy runner and the coaches in between innings. Like, I squared him to bunt so you could go, son.
Yeah, no, that's where you miss a sign, and sometimes as a courtesy, that's your one opportunity to get out there. You might not get that second chance.
And he's going that time, and there's the throw down to third, and back easily there is Henry. So the defensive indifference, they made a throw, so they'll probably give him a steal.
Oh, wow. Things have changed in the last week since I've been gone.
The
kinder side.
They made a throw. But now, Fuller 0-2, there's your bender, and there's strike 3. So that'll end the inning. 2 Ks in the inning for Spangler, but 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 costly error for the Mustangs. They're coming to bat down 2-0. We'll be right back.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
We're back here in Shenandoah, bottom of the first. Shenandoah set to bat. They'll be going up against Dylan Hepker. Hepker, RBI single in the top of the first, and he's got a pretty good ERA. We'll get into that in a hot minute, but the lineup from 1 to 9, Jade Spangler leading off. Camden Lormer, who's been swinging a hot bat lately, coach. Dalton 8th, and batting 3rd, Cole Graham. 4th, Gage Heron, who hit a yard ball last week, is batting 5th, Logan Twyman. And then Jacob Rystrom is 7th, Eli Cameron 8th, and Cole Scammon is 9. So the lineup's getting a little bit more lengthened as the season's gone on. They're hitting the ball a little bit better. Some of the guys really kind of looks like maybe starting to kind of figure things out. Like I said, Heron hit a yard ball last week against Denison Slushwig in game 1 of the win. That was a big one. I mean, Spangler's always been good at the plate as far as his plate awareness and his strike zone awareness and just being patient. He does a good job. Lormer's starting to come around with the stick. You're starting to get Twyman hitting the ball a lot. Scammon had a really big game against Red Oak. So you're starting to see some of these guys turn the page a little bit, hitting the ball, which is a good thing.
Yeah, no, and it's kind of what we talked about in softball, the same thing the other week, just trying to lengthen that lineup. And so once you get past those 4 or 5 hitters, you still have some ability to get on base.
So Spangler leads off, takes first pitch ball. So 182 hitter on the year is Spangler, but a 308 on base percentage. So he's getting on base a fair amount. On the softball field, just kind of for your reference, as that pitch misses as well. So 2 balls and no strikes. It's 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Shenandoah has Jenna Burdorf on first base with 2 outs. Down 1-0. So 2-0 now to Spangler. That ball misses high, so 3-0. Spangler in the driver's seat, looking for his 7th free pass of the season.
Yeah, no, not a bad way to help yourself out on the mound a little bit too. See if you can get out leadoff walk, and that's exactly what they do. 4-pitch walk, and we'll see if that'll come back to haunt Creston as well. Spangler's got good wheels out there. See what Coach Roberts puts on here early in this at-bat with Lormer.
So we got our first base runner of the ball game. So now Spangler on at first. Good speed. Lormer in the box again. He's been swinging the bat real well. He was batting 0 and something, under 100. Now he's batting 219, so he's gone up, I mean, about 150 points in the last week and a half. So he's really been hitting the ball a lot better.
Yep, that's kind of where those law of averages come back to help you a little bit. You know, much better hitter than hitting 0 something, and now he's starting to work his way back into that. So
yeah, and a 342 on base, so he's doing a really good job that way too. So 2-0. You got a 300 plus on base percentage at first, almost 350 on base percentage in the box now. Getting on base has not been the problem for the top of the order so far for the Mustangs.
No, it's been an interesting start here for Creston. That's 6 straight balls to start the game, and as I say, there's strike 1, but still kind of a ratio you like to see as a batter. You're probably going to get something to hit here on this next pitch or 2.
Well, and then Hepker, we talked about, has had a pretty good year. 386 ERA. He hasn't walked many guys. Well, I made that up. As that ball's chopped foul our way. Watch out, we got a big hole. But just missed. But Hepker in 16 innings this year, Coach, 12 walks and 5 hit batters.
Yeah, so
more than one a game. More than one an inning.
Yeah, putting himself into stressful situations.
But now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hepker with Spangler, who's on the move, and that ball's fouled back. Almost hit the foul pole. It's going to go into the fence.
Into the long grass back there. I thought it was going for the scooter there. But,
could you chip out of that?
You know, I'm going to have to swing hard, a little bit harder than usual, but yeah, I think we can get out of there. It's almost U.S. Open week, so the rough is a little bit thicker, a little bit longer.
I thought the British Open was the worst.
It depends. Depends if it's dry over there. If it's dry, then the grass is real wispy, but if it's wet, then you can get some real nasty, long gorse bushes and things like that, yes.
We're talking gorse bushes already in the bottom of the first. We're really emptying the bag. Good job by Lorimer to fight off a couple of tough 2-2 pitches. Spangler, see if he's on the move again, and he is early. And now he's got himself in a pickle, and this may not go well. Spangler still on the move. I'm not even going to figure that. That was a 1-6-3-4 put out, I believe.
Yeah.
1-6-3-4. I'll figure it.
No, not great there when you get the leadoff walk and then run yourself into an out here. And now Camden, you know, got a 2-2 count, and
we're just trying to time it, right? He just tried to really time it.
Yeah, it was one of those. I think he would have had a good jump anyways, but got just a little bit too excited there on first base.
So Hepker did a good job of just varying his delivery there with the 2-2. Now Lorimer goes down, so Hepker leadoff walk, and then you get the pickle to get Spangler, and then one pitch. Now, real quick, what's something is now maybe nothing.
Now you've got nobody on, 2 outs here, and it's kind of tough. You said you gave up 2 in the first, and you get a leadoff runner, and then all of a sudden you get kind of picked off into a pickle there, and now you're down to 1 out left in the inning. So let's see if Dalton can start it here with 2.
Ethan comes in. First pitch is taken for a strike. I love that. I love that. That strike call's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, at least we can hear it, and that's great.
Well, it's nice, other than some kind of just give like the arm motion, but no, he's going to let us know all night long.
Hepker up in the count now, 0-1, and that ball is fouled right off the end of the bat. I can't remember what you called that. What's the end of the bat?
Right off the button.
The button. There you go. So it's 0-2. Ethan, a 258 hitter on the year. He's over 350 on base. So, again, the top 3 over 300 getting on base. So they're getting on base. The bats are starting to come around. But Hepker doing a good job, and he just missed. Tried to paint the corner, just missed, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ethan still in the count.
Now, after I heard that foul ball call, I do remember this umpire from a few years ago. And anytime something went foul, it was an opera almost experience with the foul ball call.
Make sure everybody knows. And Ethan did a good job of laying off that 1-2 breaking ball. Now he's back even in the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hepker's 2-2 pitch is swung on, grounded to second base. Good scoop up by the second baseman, and the throw on to first, and that was Strider to Henry. It's going to be a 4-3 putout for the third out of the inning, so we are through 1 here in Shenandoah. Top of the second. Panthers 2, Mustangs nothing.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
We're back here in Shenandoah. Mustangs down 2-0, top of the second. On the softball field, we are in the top of the second. 2 outs, nobody on. And Shenandoah and Creston are tied 1-1, Coach. So good game going on over there. Got a good one going on over here. Shenandoah kind of gifting Creston a couple of runs there. They did get their hits. And a couple of, the first one was an earned one for sure. But threw the ball around a little bit there to get the second run in.
Yeah, Dalton kind of just sailed one into center field there that allowed the easy run to come across. But it'd be good here for Jade to get ahead in the counts, get a couple easy outs, get back, and go hit.
So it's going to be 8-9 top of the order. Milo Staver, great name. It's like the movie Milo and Otis. Remember that, Coach?
I do not.
What?
No.
About dogs and cat. Dog and a cat, I think. Maybe it's 2 dogs. I don't know. First pitch, down in the dirt. One ball, no strike. You have to look it up. You have to.
The last dog movie I watched was Marley and Me, and that was years ago. And
it's way older.
I swore I'd never watch another one after watching that.
It's a tearjerker.
That was brutal. Absolutely brutal.
1-0 the count, and that ball's popped up right to the shortstop, and never a doubt. Can of corn, 1 out. Eli Cameron says, "I got this one."
Yeah, nice job there, Cameron, taking charge on that one. It's good to hear somebody yelling, kind of just. And you always worry a little bit with a younger player. Is he going to take charge in that shortstop position? Because that's kind of the leader of the middle infield there, and did a nice job.
So Tyler Riley steps in. Just 2 games played this year at the varsity level, but he's made the most of it. He's batting .600 in those 2 games with a .714 on base, Coach.
Hey, if you want to get a little bit more playing time, just play so well that they can't take you out of the lineup.
Just hit 600.
Yeah, hit 600. Get on base at a 700 clip.
And it's not just singles here, Coach. He's got a double.
Ooh, so he's not just part of the slapology style of hitting.
As they would call it in the old baseball terminology, he's not a Punch and Judy hitter.
Just a Punch and Judy.
Yeah, he's not a Punch and Judy hitter. As there's a home run, off of Jenna Burdorf just gave up a home run. I'm sorry, but it hit actually her grandfather's truck. Ooh. So double whammy on that one.
A little insult to injury on
it's
that.
It's okay.
One.
There's a spray and bed liner.
Oh, okay, good.
So we're good. We're good. And it's 3-0 the count to Riley. I think they've done the scouting report on it, and they know to work around the number 9. That ball's in for strike number 1, so Riley still up in the count, but still 3 balls and a strike. He's definitely got the hitter's count going right now.
Yeah, going old school, no batting gloves. Seems like one of those guys that would pick up some dirt, rub it on there.
Harmon Killebrew. And that ball's a little duck snort, and that's going to drop in a little Texas leaguer, and that gets by Graham, but no advance, so no error on the play. It'll be a single, clean single again. You cannot stop Tyler Riley. You can only hope to contain him.
Wow, that's one of those guys. It's like a David Eckstein would. I'm trying to think, Justin Turner for the fans nowadays that would probably know. But
aren't you a Twins fan?
I do love the Twins, but the Atlanta Braves are my favorite team.
Oh, for crying out loud!
But I do love Harmon Killebrew too.
Right?
Yeah.
I dropped an awesome Killebrew reference, and I got nothing. It was crickets from the audience.
I was just listening, just waiting to see what you said. I'll check the comment section later. It was a little light, though, I will say, from the listeners out there.
Because I was terrible.
I know. I did log in to watch a little bit to check out the comments, see how everybody was responding to the the 5th inning stretch question and things like that.
And they're like, where is the other guy?
Yeah.
Where is the other guy?
He was on vacation. He was watching, too.
First pitch to Strider, who grounded out. Really nice play last inning. Cameron to Heron, a 6-3 putout. Really good stop deep in the hole, and then a good scoop over there by Heron. And that's where we're at right now, back to the top of the order, and it's 0-1 to Strider. Strider swing and a miss. 0-2. Swinging a foul ball straight back. Excuse me. My apologies.
Yeah, no. Done a good job getting ahead of the top of the lineup. Issued that free pass again, so we'll see. We got time. We got a softball on the field.
Stray ball on the field. It doesn't usually happen with softballs. It's usually the baseball's going over there. So credit to the field umpire there. He was right on top of it, letting everybody know. So now, if I'm Spangler, I'm thinking, he's thinking breaking ball here, right? It's 0-2. I'm throwing some high cheddar. Riley on the move, breaking ball, misses outside, throw down, not in time, and into the outfield. Good stop by Cameron, backing up the throw. That's tough. It's tough to throw somebody out when the ball's in the dirt, and it's tough to throw somebody out when you're getting a breaking ball. That was a good call to send him 0-2.
Yeah, no, and that's one. Even if you get the, say you get the swing and the miss, your catcher's going to have a little bit tougher time trying to make that throw with the swing.
Little inside move there from Jade Spangler.
I'm working hard on the zoom here for the fans out there. So.
You just learned that.
Yeah, just learned now.
Just learn the zoom.
In year 2.
$4,000 camera. Just learn the zoom.
There it is. There it is.
Oh,
Listen,
that's amazing.
It's been about 4 or 5 years since I've heard that, but as soon as I heard the one earlier, I go, oh, I can exactly place where I heard him the first time. It was at Sydney in a playoff game. And
it's amazing.
Yeah, couldn't quite believe it happened then, and I get to hear it again tonight. It just makes me smile.
It's a great day to be alive.
It is.
No place you'd rather be than Harry Sparger Field. Beautiful night. See if we can get a Philly win and see if we can get a Mustang win. Right now, Philly's down 2-1. Mustangs down 2-0. Both games in the top of the second. Riley at second base. 1-2 count to Turner. That ball's chopped to third. 8 up Twyman. That's going to end up being an error on the play. So that'll be the second error of the night. And I was going to talk about it probably pregame. I'm glad I didn't, because then I'd have felt bad. It'd have been a manager or a announcer's jinx, right? But one thing that Shenandoah has really done well to this point in the season, the bats sometimes aren't there. They're coming around, but they've been fielding the ball very well as the season has gone on.
Playing good defense.
This has been the anomaly part of the season. Like, they're at 97% right now. I mean, they're 970.
Yeah.
You compare that with Creston, as I know. I mean, Creston's a 91.
Yeah,
they're so that's 6% more, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot. I mean, 970 to 91 is a big difference. That was a strike. So we got runners at the corners, as we had an E5 to get Strider to first. Haynes at the plate. Gonna get Strider going here. I'm thinking third to first move. Just kidding. Breaking ball, no throw. Throw to the shortstop. We always used to do that.
Yeah, a little trickeration there.
I think a lot of people do that. It's not just a me thing.
No.
But I would always give them a 3-digit number.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Give them a 3-digit number.
I use the same thing. Yeah.
And then the middle number was where we were going. So if it was 464, you're gonna throw it. It's going to the shortstop, right? Well, that looked good, but maybe just missed up a little bit. So 2-1. I'm sure they got wristbands, right? No, they don't. Just kidding. Softball team has wristbands.
They used to have wristbands. That was one of the things that they did for a while, but maybe went away from that.
Do they have the pitch com?
It could be.
Pitch com. That ball's hit into the gap into right center field. That's going to get down. The question is it going to be 2 or is it going to be 3? It's going to score 2 runs for sure. Haynes is going to get into second with a stand-up, 2 RBI double. And the 5th hit of the night for Creston is the biggest. As that put the crooked number on the board.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's been a tough start here for the Mustangs. It's they've shot themselves a little bit in the foot, and Creston's taken full advantage. When they've had the opportunity, they've had the clutch hit that they needed to put those numbers on the board.
So now Cale Turner steps in, struck out in the first inning. Haynes at second. Inside move, not in time. Trying to control the running game a little bit against Red Oak. 10 for 10 or 11 for 11 in steals was Red Oak. And that this was the same combo as the pop-up is caught by Lorimer. Really good out defensive center fielder there. So that's going to be out number 2, big out number 2. You want to get out of here before things explode. But this same battery right here, Spangler and Athan against a very aggressive base running Red Oak team. It was either 10 for 10 or 11 for 11.
Yeah.
And they really weren't close.
And that's, I mean, yeah,
you've got to control it.
Yeah, you have to do a little bit better, and I'm sure Coach Roberts and Coach Harold at practice were really kind of keying in on that, because that's something that other teams will start to and continue to take advantage of if they can.
And you can't always point at one guy, right? I mean, the pitcher's got to do a better job of holding runners on, being quicker to the plate. As again, first pitch fastball, and that's going to be in the gap. Mickelson, have a day, young man. RBI single his first at-bat, and now RBI double his second at-bat. Sign him up, Coach.
I was going to say, he's working his way to the cycle. He's got the
and
first
the normal way,
yeah,
the correct way.
Yeah, he's going all the way through. But that's nice to have an 8th grader just absolutely, ripping the ball here.
So now Sam Henry steps in. He walked in the first. There's a ball in the dirt. Good stop by Ethan. But going back to the holding the runners on type of deal, it's the pitcher's job to not be so deliberate, right, and hold the runners on. Catcher's job to get the ball to where it needs to go in a timely fashion, right?
Yeah.
So it works hand in hand.
It is. It's one of those things that said you have to have that harmony. You have to have everybody working together. Get that pitcher maybe a little bit quicker to home. Get that slide step instead of the big leg kick, and then catcher's got to be ready for the movement.
And a bender is in there for strike 2. That's probably best off-speed pitch so far for Spangler.
Yeah.
He's been a little off.
Yeah, no, and that was a good pitch to get in there. You got to keep mixing it up. You just can't live off that fastball because they have definitely timed it up here early in this one.
Yeah, plenty of hard hit balls so far for Creston, but 1-2 pitch, another off-speed pitch, and that's chopped foul. Good scoop by the coach over here. And then a fire back to, jeez.
Look at that. I think he's played a little ball before.
Easy killer. That was impressive. Too bad we didn't get that on camera. Could have tagged him in that. Tweeted it.
Is Huddle to give stats for those two?
I don't know. 1-2, fastball, some high cheddar for out number 3, but 3 runs, Coach, on 3 hits, 1 costly error. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Mustangs looking for some offense here, down 5-0.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
The strength of a house starts with its foundation, just like the strength of a community starts with its education to ensure its success for many generations to come. The Shenandoah Iowa Education Foundation strives to bring world-class education and opportunities to the youth of Shenandoah. Visit ShenandoahIowaEducationFoundation.org to become a part of the $100 Club, the Family Challenge, to donate to the Peter J. Weber Scholarship, or to make a general donation. The Shenandoah Iowa Education Foundation, partnering today for success tomorrow.
We're back at Shenandoah, just about ready to start the bottom of the second. 4-5-6, Graham, Heron, and Twyman due up. Just kind of need to shake the cobwebs loose here. Shenandoah just a little slow out of the gates. Creston jumped on him early. First inning and a half. 5 runs, 6 hits. And Shenandoah, their first time up, get the leadoff guy on, getting a pickle get thrown out, strike out right away. Just a little slow out of the gates. Long game, though.
Yeah, it's been a sluggish start here, but it's one of those, you don't want to say it's a critical stretch of the game, but it's all of a sudden if Creston puts 2 or 3 more, it's looking insurmountable. But if Shenandoah can go put a 1 or 2 here in this inning, just start chipping away into that lead, they've dug themselves quite a bit of a hole, so it'll be very important here to see.
Cole Graham's first pitch swinging. There's plenty of room out there, and that's an F-0-3, 1 pitch. 1 out. I was just about to give Cole Graham lots of props. He was 440 coming into that.
Yeah, no, that's not what you want there. 1 pitch and just kind of a weak pop out to the first baseman, and now you got 1 out. So hopefully here Heron can drive something somewhere and get this offense going.
Heron 273 on the year. Has the big fly as he had last week. He's about 370 on base, so his bat's coming around too. He's down on the count. No balls and a strike. Breaking ball stayed up and in, so 1-1 to Heron. Trying to get something going here with 1 out against Hepker.
Yeah, no, big time here. Heron drive something, get that dugout going.
And that 1-1 pitch is popped straight up the rabbit hole. It's coming over to the third base side, and I'm pretty sure he just got hit in the face right there. Make sure he's all right. That was Haynes coming in, and I think he knocked his helmet, his lid off, but I think he got popped in the forehead
Yeah,
there.
kind of overran that one, and you get a little bit of that funny spin on there. But yeah, I think that one clipped him kind of in the brim of the hat, in the glasses there, and
I hope he's all right.
yeah, he looks like he's okay. He's
just
hanging
his
in
pride.
there. Yeah, his pride's hurt a little bit. Shortstop there giving him a hard time about it, but hopefully Heron now can capitalize on a mistake.
So now 1-2 to Heron. Hepker throws the bender. Good job by Heron just to fight it off and live to see another pitch.
Yeah, nice job there. Kind of got in on him a little bit there and fouled one back, and still 1-2 count here for Gage.
I was never the guy that had to throw 2 strikes and throwing a breaking ball, right? And that 1-2's popped straight up. Hepker says, I got it, and he does. So
yeah.
2 quick outs for Creston here in the bottom half of the inning.
No, and I think I don't know where that has come from. All of a sudden you get 2 strikes and you just have to throw the curveball. You have to throw the off-speed stuff. And, not a bad idea always to mix that thing up. If you can throw the breaking ball early, you can always come back with some heat later in the at-bats. And
so all that's for is just to make sure that people are aware that you got it.
Oh, yeah. No,
So
you definitely –
it's in your back pocket, and if you throw it, and you throw it effectively, and that's the key, right? Throwing it effectively. You can throw 100 curveballs. If they're all in the dirt, nobody's going to honor it, right?
Yeah, you've got to keep everybody honest with them, keep them around the zone, and if you get a good bender, I mean, you can really start working people's bats there.
Twyman fouled that first pitch fastball off and out of play, got jammed a little bit, and that one misses down and away. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Hepker's done a nice job this inning. He's gotten some contact, but it's been very weak contact.
Yeah, he settled in after the first pitch walk.
Yeah, no,
that pickle, it's like it just kind of calmed him down.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, you get something, and it's like all of a sudden, okay, we're back into this. We've got the rhythm. We've got the flow going.
And nice off speed. Had Twyman way out in front. Now 1-2, and now Hepker's kind of got him in that rocking chair.
Yeah, no, as a pitcher, you see something like that, I said you can go to anything that you'd like here because you got him totally guessing on what's going to come here next.
1-2, fastball, outside corner, got him. That'll end the inning. So quick inning for Shenandoah, and we go to the top of the third, 5-0 Panthers.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
We're back here in Shenandoah, top of the third, 5-0 Creston, and they have jumped on top of the Mustangs, partly their bats, because they're swinging the bats well, but another part of it is maybe a little bit of uncharacteristically poor defense early for Shenandoah. Just mistakes that they haven't been making this year.
Yeah, and those are things that they add up quickly. When a mistake here, a mistake there, error here, bad throw, and it's amazing how those things, you combine that with a walk, and it quickly turns into a run.
Yeah, the walk doesn't kill you, but then 1-2 to the next batter, wild pitch, pass gets to second, wild pitch gets to third, then the walk, the air throw, right? I mean, it's just kind of snowball effect.
It's things that add up real quickly. And
the singular event isn't what gets you. It's the culmination of all of them. Is that ball, first pitch swing, it's deep, but it's playable, and it is caught about 10, 15 feet in front. That's warning track power, Coach.
Warning track power.
You know what they say about warning track power?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I was ready for that one this week. You got me with that one last week. But it was hit hard, but there's that little bit of breeze blowing in and just held it up. Zwickel didn't seem real concerned about that one, kind of just nonchalantly worked his way back there, and that's just it's a simple out right there.
That's good. One pitch, one out. That's what you need in a quick inning to get the bats going. So now Quentin Fuller steps in. First pitch in the dirt. He struck out to end the first inning. His first time up, and he's up in the count. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, important here for Jade. I always say that his best pitch is at strike one. And, when he has fallen behind in the count, he's struggled to get back ahead of the account or in the account.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, good pitch there. He had him guessing there on that one.
So now 1 ball, 1 strike. Was that an off-speed pitch, 1-0?
Yeah, it was.
See, there's nothing wrong with going off schedule.
I said you could see the batter finish on the back leg there, and
it's just in a hitter's mind, right? If they're up in the count, there's another bender there. So 2-1. You know what they say? Twice in a row is foolish. 3 times in a row is genius.
Yes.
So throw it because he's not thinking.
No, it's coming again. So we'll see.
He's thinking heat.
Yeah.
Throw him to bender.
One more time here.
Do it. Do it, Jade. Come on, man. He do it.
He did. Yeah.
It wasn't a strike, but
he threw it in there. You keep everybody honest with that.
That's right.
Is he going to throw a 4th one now? Now you got him thinking a little bit, but 3-1 count. Assuming he's probably going to throw the fastball, try to get a strike over here.
Yep. Number 7 hitter. You don't want to extend the inning any longer than you have to here. Fuller, make him swing the bat, and there's your 3-1 fastball. That's going to be popped into shallow center, and there is Lormer. And never a doubt out there with Camden. Lormer does a really good job. We have two really good center fielders for our Shenandoah teams.
I said that was Spangler got a little bit in on the hands, and it was one of those hits that, Camden got a great jump on. And if he doesn't get a good jump, that's easily falling in for hits. And like you said, with Camden here in center, you got Cassidy over here on the softball field. 2 very athletic, speedy center fielders.
And first pitch to Staver, misses down and away. I haven't seen enough baseball to know if I would say Lormer's the best defensive outfielder in the Hawkeye 10. I've seen enough softball in the Hawkeye 10. Cassidy Stevens, for my money, is the best defensive outfielder in the conference.
Yeah.
And that's, again, one guy's opinion. She's super talented out there. And Camden's not far behind that. He's super talented out there, too.
Yeah, no, he's done a good job.
2-0 to Staver. Get in there with strike 1. Yes, he does. Good job. Jade Spangler gets in there. Back in the count here, 2-1.
I said it's important out here. You don't want Milo coming up with anybody on base, Tyler coming up with anybody on base when you're hitting darn near 700.
He might be now. 2-1's chopped foul. He hit that between the wickets.
That's twice. Camden did the same thing there on that earlier foul ball. It's tough to do, to go right through your own legs.
Yeah.
Right through the 5-hole.
So just for reference sake, so Tyler had 5 at-bats coming into tonight. He was 3 for 5. Now he's 4 for 6. So he's batting .667 coming into this next at-bat. So probably don't want to have anybody on base with him up there.
Yeah, no. That last foul ball hit at my golfers out there. I'm going to have to give them a hard time. They were scurrying out of the way, not trying to catch that one. They were scurrying, trying to get out of the way of that one.
2-2 pitches popped up. There may be room back here. Doesn't look like it. Oh, it landed about 10 feet from the first base coach for Creston, who's, by the way, in the top of the 4th. Creston has a 2-1 lead over Shenandoah down here. Really good ball game going on over here. Creston's a very good softball team, so for us to be hanging in there, doing a really good job. Looks like Burdorf's pitching real well. We're playing pretty good defense so far. Sticks just aren't coming around yet, but it's a long game over there, too. So 5-0 here, 2-2 count, 2 outs. Bender, and that got him. So a hit by pitch. And Spangler's saying the same thing. Like, it was over the plate. He stuck his elbow out. I thought the exact same thing. But there was a kid when I pitched a long time ago, 20 years ago. More than that, 22 years ago. God, that's a long time ago. The kid from Trainer who would crowd the plate, and I threw curveballs all the time. He would just stick his elbow over the plate, and they would not.
Oh,
but they would let him take his base.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. It's one of those things.
Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And so the next time I didn't throw. I will tell you this: I did not throw a curveball the next time.
All right. Yeah.
Put it that way.
That's what I say. But I said if they're going to let you get away with it, and you can kind of just stick your arm out there and hit you in the muscle, it's not a bad thing to take a curveball off the arm.
Oh, it just drove me nuts because, like, they would have been strikes, and that's not what happened here, but it did kind of look like we got a little elbow out there.
Yeah, all right. No, I thought the same thing. It was one of those it was maybe a little bit inside, but it's like, well, I can get myself on base, get the 9-hitter up. This kid's hitting 700 on the year, so
667.
667. So
it's easy when the math is low.
Yeah.
So Tyler, who did hit a little duck snort out into right center, this time he hits it right to Eli Cameron. That's going to dent the average. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 Panther left. Good half inning for Spengler and company. We go to the bottom of the third. Mustangs coming to bat.
This is Kane with Gowing Plumbing. Gowing Plumbing is the name to remember for 24-hour service. That includes after hours and weekends, because that is when problems usually occur. We're located in Shenandoah, but we also serve the surrounding communities. That's the way it's been done for more than 70 years. And we work on boiler heat, so call fully licensed Gowing Plumbing any time of day or night, 246-1803, or after hours at 712-310-9248.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School Athletics. Go Shen, member FDIC.
We're back here in Shenandoah, bottom of the third. Y6 afraid of 7, Coach.
7-8-9.
7-8-9, that's the order. 7-8-9, Rystrom, Cameron, Scammon. That's what's up here for Shenandoah as they are in search of their first hit of the night as Hepker pitching a no-no. So far,
we're going to start talking about it. Then.
We're going to gotta start talking about it.
Gossip about that. Try to help the offense out here. But yeah, big inning again here for the Mustangs. They said they got the no runs in the last inning. If they can get something across here, put a couple runs, and all of a sudden we got ourselves a ball game.
So Rystrom steps in 158 on the year, but 360 on base. So he's getting on base at a 360 clip. That's a good OBP for especially for your number 7 hitter in the lineup. Kid that's going to get on base, going to put the ball in play. It's not your fault if somebody boots the ball, right?
Yeah, nope. Don't have to worry about that. Yeah.
That's what I tell my kids all the time. They probably think I'm crazy, but like he doesn't. Yeah, batting average is awesome, but it's not your fault if somebody boots it. You just got to hit it hard somewhere and make them make a play.
Yeah. Put the ball in play. Yeah. Don't. I said in high school baseball, it's one of those things. It's overlooked. Just putting the ball in play. See if someone will make a mistake. Good cut there by Rystrom.
Healthy.
He was trying to hit the 5-run home run there.
He was trying to hit. There's people over there
playing tennis. He
was trying to hit him. As that ball's popped up, dropped that back shoulder just a little bit, and Hepker makes the play. Is the F1.
Best athletes on the field. He's fielding his position.
Sure, that's
2 of them.
Out in the, yeah. That one, a lot. A lot, Dale. We've had a lot. Nobody can hear us. But Hepker gone through the first 7, and now Cameron first pitch right to the shortstop. Throw the first 3 pitches. 2 outs.
Not a great start here. I said hopefully Cole can square something up, drive something into the outfield here. A lot of routine plays being made by the Panthers.
And Cole's he's 278 now. He was right around 100 a week ago. But again, another one just like Warmer, last week and a half's really been swinging the bat well. He's almost a 400 on-base percentage guy right now.
That warmer weather warmed up the bat a little bit here for the Mustangs.
Something like that. 1-0 to Scammon. He takes a strike on the inside corner. Give him a little bit of credit. 3 pitches, 2 outs. He's taken a couple of pitches.
Yep, no, it's one of the worst things you can do is just, a 3 or 4 pitch inning. So he's working it, doubled the amount of pitches now, up to 6 for the inning. But Hepker now up 1-2 in the counts and really looking like he's settled into the game.
1-2 to Scammon. Fastball in, strike 3. That'll end the inning. So 1, 2, 3, go the Mustangs. We go now to the top of the fourth. Mustangs down still 5-0.
Every inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
It's always been my dream to own a locker.
You like school that much, huh?
Actually, no, my own meat locker.
I'm processing.
So, what do you think?
Well, if that's your it, let's make it happen.
At this very moment, a board-certified surgeon specializing in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery is scrubbing up in a newly remodeled surgical center full of the latest technology to give a woman a chance to take back control over her body. It will take less than an hour. There will be minimal recovery time, and afterwards, she'll start to feel normal again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
We're back here in Shenandoah, top of the fourth. It's the bottom of the fourth on the softball field, and it's the top of the fourth here, so games are moving along pretty steadily.
That right along.
That has not happened lately.
So you're telling me I took a good week to take off?
Well, the Red Oak night softball game got over about an hour before the baseball game.
Yeah.
And then the Denison Slushwig night, the baseball game got over about 30 to 45 minutes before the softball game.
Their runs were a premium the night against Denison. In 2 games, what was there, a total of
6
runs? 6 or 7 runs.
2 really well pitched games, and again, this hasn't been a poorly pitched game. As that first pitch right to Twyman, makes the play, steps, fires, and Strider out number 1 here in the fourth. We had two really well-pitched games. Lorimer complete game shutout in the first one. And Zwickle pitched really well in the second game, and Cameron did a good job coming in relief, but just couldn't get the bats going, and 3-1 was the defeat. But to come out with a split there, got to feel pretty good about it. When you scored just 3 total runs, you come out with a split, you feel pretty good about that.
Yeah. Well, and a nice play there by Twyman. Gets that ground ball, hard hit at him, and step throw, makes a good strong toss over there to first base, and now we got 1 out, and Jade's looks like he's settled in now in the last couple innings, so hopefully don't jinx him here, but keep it rolling here.
And I do think he has pitched fairly well early. I think he was struggling, like you had said, to get ahead, so he was having to put fastballs in the zone in disadvantage counts for him, and they were teeing off on him a little bit. They only 2 extra base hits. The whole first inning was all singles.
Yep.
So he's pitched pretty well. As now it's 2-1. The count to Haynes.
Yeah, that'll be a big thing, for all of these arms for Shenandoah. It doesn't seem that they have anybody that's going to go out there and touch high 80s, throwing off the mound this year. And so you got to throw a lot of strikes, but you got to locate. If you're not going to throw real hard, you got to locate those ones.
So down 2-0. Now he's back even in the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes as Haynes has looked at the last 2 pitches. Now anybody's count here, 2 balls, 2 strikes. From Spangler to Haynes, 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball is hit to Cameron. Picked it up. It's going to be a tough play now, and he's safe. So error number 3 on the night for Shenandoah. And that, again, is that's not the color of Shenandoah to this point this year. But tonight, that's what they're wearing.
Yeah, and it looks like Cameron waited just a little bit on that one. He didn't go attack that ground ball, and it maybe took a little bit of a hop on him that he wasn't expecting. That's one, as a coach, I always tell them, go attack that ball. Don't let the ball get to you. Go after the ball. You make the attempt at that thing. Don't let it eat you up.
So now Harris on. Harris already has a steal in the ball game. More than likely, he'll be moving at some point. You can definitely tell that there's been an emphasis from the last start from Spangler until now, an emphasis on at least being aware of the running game and trying to prevent it a little bit.
Yeah, no, definitely, and he's got a big lead. He's dancing over there, not going on this first pitch.
But again, it's kind of that double-edged sword, right? Be aware of the running game, be aware of the running game. But sometimes when you are too aware of the running game,
it affects the other.
You lose your focus. Yep. You start leaving the ball up, and that's when you can get hit a little bit.
Yeah, you start worrying about the guy on first base and not the guy that's at the plate.
And again, 2 straight pitches, both well up and out of the zone. And this kind of, when he's been out of the windup, he's been pretty good. It's just been in the stretch where
maybe not finishing his pitches. He's just leaving them up just a little bit there. So, as they say, you got to pull the shade down.
And that 2-0 miss, that gets all the way out into the outfield, and they're taking their time picking her up. Nobody's moving, so everything's okay. But that's another stolen base, and that is a 2-1 count. That was a called strike 1. So runners at second, and a 2-1 count, and a clean steal there for Haynes.
Yeah, and that's, I think Coach Roberts would live with that if you're going to make a good, strong throw down there and make him beat you. Ball squirted out into center field, but
that's 6 stolen bases by my count, and through the first 3 1/3 innings.
Yeah, they're moving. They're not waiting real long, and I think if they get a chance to steal a couple more, they're going to continue.
Nice scoop by Twyman. We got that on camera. That throws to first in time, so a fielder's choice. Just a really good short hop pick, backhand by Twyman. Gets the runner to third, but you get the all-important out number 2 for the big hitter, Mr. Mickelson.
Yeah, no. Logan has done a really nice job getting both of those this inning, making a good, strong throws over there. And that's what you hope for Spangler's pitcher. If they're going to put the ball in play, you got confidence the defense is going to pick you up. Now Mickelson, he's looking for that triple here. Let's see.
Yeah, you knew that was coming. He swung at 2 first pitch fastballs.
Yeah,
you knew you were going to throw him a first pitch bender.
And I think Austin's over there calling pitches for him. Great job on that one. Mix that in. Keep him on his toes. And there's a second, looks like off-speed pitch there.
Yeah, really good job by Ethan with the mile-long backstop that we have. Guy on third. That thing squirts away. It's a free run.
It's an easy run. And unfortunately, it's one of those things. It's great when it's for you, but, man, it's a little demoralizing when it goes the other way against you.
So 1-1 count from Spangler to Mickelson. And that's in the dirt. So 2-1. And it's okay, I think, to kind of be a little bit pitching around here.
Yeah.
He's hitched pretty hard twice. He's driven in 3 of the 5 already for Creston. So nothing too good here, I would imagine. 2-1.
No. A little low and away on that one, and now we got a 3-1 count, and same thing. You don't want to groove one here if you're Jade, because Mickelson has hit the ball hard, like you said, multiple times here tonight, and pretty impressive as an 8th grader, and he's out there just driving that ball around.
I just put him on.
Yeah.
And not that the guy behind him can't do anything, but he's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout.
Yeah.
This guy's 2 for 2 with 3 RBI. I just put him on. But Spangler's going to come back and strike him out.
And he challenges him there on a 3-1 count. And Mickelson, again, trying to hit that one into the tennis course. We've seen some big swings here tonight. He's trying to get the third part of that cycle.
I don't know if he's got a triple in him, but if he does, tonight would be a night for him to get it with a single and a double already. Full count offering, and that ball is laced into center. But there is Mr. Lorimer.
Great play, great play.
He's a black hole out there. He just swallows up everything. So good inning. Strand the runner at third. The air did not come back to get him. We go now to the bottom of the 4th. Mustangs need to get something going offensively. We'll be right back.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
We're back here at Shenandoah, bottom of the fourth, still 5-0. Still 5-0, top of the order due up. Dylan Hepker has pitched very well through the first 3 innings. No hits, just the one run that was erased on a essentially a caught stealing, a pickle there in the first inning. But 3 strikeouts in 3 innings, just that one walk to lead off the ball game. But since that time, boy, he's been really efficient too. Maybe we're helping him a little bit, but maybe not. I mean, he's throwing strikes.
Yeah, no, he's done a really good job. He's worked ahead of the hitters all night, and we'll see what Jade can do here, seeing him a second time. I mean, other than that opening walk where Spangler got on, and said, yeah, like you said, he kind of got in that pickle, settled him right in, and Shenandoah hasn't sniffed the bases since.
0-1, and that's a little off speed right in there. So the philosophy might be, hey, we're swinging at too many first pitches. Let's lay back. Well, now you're down 0-2, and there's a high fastball, really good pitch selection there. Good waist pitch there.
Yeah, nice job of Jade to lay off that one. Be big here, see if he can get himself back on base, help himself.
1-2 offering fastball. That may drop in fair territory. It's just foul, as you can hear.
There it is.
That's amazing.
I said it's one of those things that said you'll never forget. And standing there hearing that for the first time, I mean, the whole crowd kind of chuckling, and I'm glad to hear that he still does it.
I'm a big fan of that guy right there. Like, I am not, this is not me making fun. I love
we
that.
need some umpire names. We can get this
Be
guy
excited about what you're doing, right?
Exactly.
You love what you're doing and be excited about it. As that ball missed up and in, so Spangler worked himself back into the count here, 2-2. Still anything's on the table for Hepker here, but he's worked himself back in, at least that to this point. 2-2, fouled it off. Good job by Spangler. A little bender, but fought it off.
Yeah, nice job fighting that one off. Just kind of throwing the bat at that one, living to see another pitch.
So 2-2, you've seen a fastball and then a little off speed. Feel like coming back with some cheese here? Nope. Off speed pitch. That's a high chopper. That's going to be trouble. Spangler's got wheels, and he makes it. That's going to be a single.
It is.
That's a single.
Yeah, he did a nice job getting down the line. I zoomed in a little. Got a little too excited about the zoom there. I was trying to get everybody in there, but
that's a single to me.
That is, there are no pictures drawn in the scorebook, and so he can tell everybody he really hit that one. Had an exit velo of about 95 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And that breaks up the no-hitter as well.
I don't know how Creston's going to score it, but I'm scoring it. I'm the official scorekeeper.
That's a hit all day long.
So now Lormer, right back where we started to begin the game. Deja vu all over again. That's what Yogi Berra said, right? Deja vu all over again. But we got Lormer up, Spangler on. Now we gotta flip the script a little bit. Let's get a number on the board. At least get within slam range here.
Yeah. No. See if you can put. He hasn't worked much out of the stretch tonight, and now you've got him in there a second time, and there goes Jade.
Spangler on the move. He's well in there as the throw was up the second base side. It's 1-1 strike. It was an off-speed pitch, and that's a tough throw down by Riley. And Spangler, easy steal there, and first Mustang in scoring position, not waiting around this time.
No, and they did a nice job there. You've got speed on the base path. You got to use it, get the opportunity, and they did.
And that 1-1 misses upstairs, so 1 ball and now 2 strikes to Lorimer, who's been swinging a good bat over the last couple of weeks. And as far as base running goes, Spangler, that's his 4th steal on the year. And that pitch misses. So out of the stretch, like you said, Coach, he hadn't been in the stretch really up for maybe 3 or 4 pitches. So now he's back in it. 3-1 the count. Got a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, no, and I said it's one of those things you kind of get comfortable just kind of going on to the windup. It's been easy so far, and so it's good to put a little bit of pressure on, put a little stress.
3-1 in for strike 2, so now the payoff pitch coming. Action pitch, runner in scoring position. Hot hitter in Lorimer up to the plate. See what happens here. See if we can't squeeze across the first run. That ball misses inside, so a single and then a walk. Good job by the top of the order getting on base. We're going to get a timeout here, a little coaching visit, maybe a coach or pitching change. He's got his card out. Coach, if there's a pitching change, we're going to take a break, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, just And probably not a bad idea to go out there and just settle things down. I said the first 3 innings, I mean, you couldn't have gone any easier through things. I said other than the walk, but you erased that quickly. And all of a sudden you got 2 on here in the 4th for Shenandoah and getting a little bit wild on the mound.
So a little update while we have some time as they're still conversing on the mound. Really, really good softball game going on behind us. Top of the 6th, still 2-1 Creston. The Phillies playing really, really good softball to this point. Creston, with nobody out, does have a Panther at third base right now. But 2-1, Shenandoah sticking right in there with Creston, who maybe they're the best team in the Hawkeye 10, but if they're not, they're one of the best 2 or 3. I mean, they're just perennially up there.
Yeah.
They do a really good job, and we're toe-to-toe right now, so we're playing a really good softball game over there. And we're back.
No pitching change, though.
Hidden ball trick. Hidden ball trick.
You know, I was 1 for 2 and successfully pulling those things off.
First pitch to Lormer. You know, that is the sure sign of a good mound visit. First pitch strike.
Yeah, that's, I think, all that needed. Just, okay, reset here. This thing, don't let this, get out of control here and get right back into this. Throw strikes, make him hit the ball.
0-1 to Ethan, and he misses outside, does Hepker. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Ethan with Graham on deck. You've got some guys that can get the ball out into the outfield grass. Just got to get some contact here with pitches in the zone. 1-1, and Ethan takes a healthy hack. Heads up! Sorry, I'm yelling at everybody in TV land. Heads up, but that ball almost hit our pitcher right in the melon. About to hit her right in the head. Everybody's okay, though. False alarm.
Yeah, that's good. That's a scary situation. You don't know what's coming.
1 ball, 2 strikes, misses. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ethan, trying to keep this kind of first mini rally going. It's not really a rally, maybe if you don't score, but we're getting there with 2 on and nobody out. 2-2 is nubbed fair. It's going to be a fielder's choice. So good team at bat right there. It's going to put 2 runners in scoring position. Got jammed a little bit, but now second and third with your cleanup hitter coming up.
Yeah, and if you're going to do that, you put it in a perfect spot. Make the first baseman come get that. It's not hit hard enough that he can try to turn a double play, and you advance both the runners, second and third. And, now it's a big-time plate appearance here. Shenandoah really could use a base hit, score 2.
Takes the ground ball, double play out. So you got 2 runners in scoring position, infield in at the corners. But ground ball past the pitcher up the middle, you're going to get yourself a run here. So with Graham, they're in on the corners, but not so much. They're still playing deep in the middle there. 1-0 to Graham, fastball, and he pops it up in the infield, and that is a tough out number 2. A lot of pop-ups tonight.
Yeah, it has been. It's he's done a good job missing the barrels, and Shenandoah's just kind of been trying to fight him off and haven't really elevated anything even in that one. If you can get that to the outfield, you get the chance at the sac fly, but when you're only hitting it about 66 feet on that one, unfortunately you're not going to get a whole lot of action.
So now we need a big 2-out hit, and sometimes it just takes that 1 hit to kind of wake up the bats, and maybe Gage Heron can be that guy. First pitch squirts away from Riley, and that's going to be the first run, pass ball, and the first run of the ball game, and you're going to take it any way you can.
Yep, that's perfect. You don't get it in the previous 2 batters, but sometimes that's all you need is a little spark. You get a pass ball there, and it doesn't even get all the way past all the way to the backstop, but just enough spot to get a run in. So now you got 1 more guy out there. See if we can get Lorimer in here, make it 5-2.
And there's a shot into center field. That's going to get down. So now the crooked number, it's now 5-2, second hit of the night. Heron stays hot and gets an RBI single. Good 2-out swing from Gage Heron.
Yeah, that's a fantastic job there by Gage. He gets both runners in, and now we got a 5-2 ball game. That early 5-0 hole. I said if those 2 runs go the other way, you kind of feel like the night's over, but now, it's a 3-run game, and you're right back into this thing.
So Logan Twyman up. Twyman struck out to end the second inning. 2 runs for Shenandoah right now in the inning. Swing on a breaking ball. Good first pitch. Twyman definitely sitting fastball right there. He was fooled.
Yep, that's the second time tonight that he's been looking a little silly at the plate on that breaking ball. So Be interesting to see if he can time one up now.
And that gets a fastball high and outside, so even in the count. That's kind of the nice thing about baseball, though. You can look absolutely foolish, and then the very next pitch you can hit it over the fence. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but you can do that.
Oh, yeah,
so
easily.
It's an easily redeemable game, and it's an easily humbling game.
Oh, yeah.
There's your 1-1, and that's a good job by Twyman to make that adjustment from that first pitch to the third pitch. Because the first pitch, fooled. Third pitch, pitch recognition.
Yeah, right in there, and now he's ahead in the count. Now he can look for something that he likes.
So 2-1. Heron will be on the move, on contact with 2 outs. Mustangs already 2 plated in the inning. That ball kind of jammed him a little bit. It's hit up the middle, flipped to second in time. And that'll end the inning, but the Mustangs do get a couple. 2 runs, 2 hits. No errors for Creston, and 1 left aboard. We go to the top of the 5th. Mustangs creeping back. Down by 3, 5-2.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers, so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
We're back here in Shenandoah, top of the 5th, 5-2. Jade Spengler still on the bump. He's thrown 2 consecutive scoreless innings after giving up 5. 3 of those were earned, 2 of them were unearned in the first 2 innings. So he's really settled down in inning 3 and 4. He's going to have the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up here in the 5th. Pretty pivotal inning, right? You dent the scoreboard, you get back in the ball game. Really important, probably put a 0 up on the board here.
It's a huge inning. You finally get a little bit of momentum, a little bit of life in the dugout, and now you want to go down and have that shutdown inning. You don't want to give those runs right back and get yourself right back in that 5-run hole.
So Henry to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He walked in the first, was stranded at third in the first inning, and then he struck out back in the second inning to end the second. Creston on the softball field playing a little small ball. It was 2-0. They made a pitching change to Shenandoah. Now it is 4-1 with a couple of consecutive bunts to kind of move people on the base paths. As now Creston leading by 3 on both the softball and the baseball field here.
Yeah, and not a great start there for Jade. Down 1-0 here. Let's see if he can start finding that strike zone a little more regularly here.
1-0 also misses down, and that's 2 balls and no strikes to first baseman for the Panthers.
We got viewers asking about how do we get such a nice view up here, so I'm taking a quick picture to send that out.
Because we're amazing.
Yeah.
That's how. 2 balls, no strikes. Spengler throws the 2-0. That's popped up into left field, and Zwickel says, I got it, and it's a can of corn.
A nice play there by Seth. Nice easy one. Good start there for Jade as well after falling down 2-0 in that count. Nothing wrong with getting just a routine fly ball to the outfield.
So, pitcher Dylan Hepker up. He's 1 for 2, singled and drove in a run back in the first. Also has a stolen base. First pitch in for strike number 1. So Spengler, a little rocky to start, like you'd mentioned, 2-0 to the first batter, but gets that fly out and now starts out Hepker 0-1.
Yeah, Jade's definitely settled in here later in the game.
And nice little bender, slow chopper. Cameron takes it off the lip, and fumbled it, and that's going to be his second error, and that's going to put Hepker on base. Again, that's error number 4 in the first 4 and the third innings. It's just very uncharacteristic of this version of the Mustangs. Just an off night defensively. You just got to lock it in a little bit.
Yep, and that's kind of killed them here tonight, are the errors. And nobody feels worse than the kids that are making them, and you don't want to harp on them, but it's just those are the ones that you gotta make.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard game.
Yeah.
It's a hard game, especially you got grass, you got a round ball. You have no idea where it's going to go. That was a close play. Good inside move. Good snap move there by Spangler. Definitely very aware of the base runners here tonight. And Quentin Fuller steps in. He's 0 for 2, struck out and flew out his last at bat. So 0-1. Now the count to Fuller. With Hepker's not on base, it's courtesy runner, and that's number 20. I'll get you the number here in just a hot second. That's Jack Walter in there, courtesy running. No, number 5, rather. That's Tanner Kletch. Clake, as Gail Sandquist. Did Clake make it?
He did. He the throw beat him, but it hopped just a little bit there on Scammon. Wasn't able to corral that and get the tag down. But Athan with a good, strong throw there. Did you say Clake?
I guess.
Okay. On that one, gets the stolen base, and it is an 0-2 count here. See if Jake can go get himself.
And a curveball missing outside. Good spot to miss. Good spot to miss. Now maybe you front door him with a breaker here, right? You tried to sweep the zone. Now you want to try to front door him.
Get him to buckle just a little bit.
Get a little knee buckler here. A little Uncle Charlie. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and he brings a fastball that's chopped straight down. We've had a lot of straight down foul offs tonight.
Yeah, there's been a lot to hit the batters between the legs, haven't gone real far. Not really anything where you're really timing it up and you see the ball kind of go straight back. Everything's kind of been off the handle, off the end, maybe off the button, you'd say.
That's what you would say. 1-2, and there's your curveball, and chopped foul. Got Athan in the equipment. In the catcher's gear.
Yep, he's gonna take a moment to take a deep breath. Nice job by the umpire to walk out to the mound. As it is Spangler and the umpire share a smile out there as they're walking out there. But Dalton looks like he's got a smile on his face, which is good to see.
That's why you wear the equipment.
Yeah, that's what I said. Everybody knows that feeling. I said it does not feel good, but it's one of those, you just take a minute, you compose yourself. And
what do I always call that stuff that they wear, the catchers? It's the tools of ignorance, right? That's what. But if they don't wear all that stuff, it's a dangerous spot anyways. But it's
not for the faint of heart back there. You got to have
Roy Campanella.
Yeah,
remember Roy Campanella?
I do.
Remember catcher? But he was also, that was back in the day when they didn't wear helmets and he got hit by a pitch, blinded him.
Yeah, no, that's.
Not saying that's going to happen here, but
no, that's why we have all the equipment now, though.
A little flashback, right?
Yeah. Bring those viewers back.
That's right.
That's what we do here.
Somebody's at home like, one's like, who in the heck is Roy Campanella? But somebody else is like, I remember that guy. That's a hot shot down the line. 2-hopper gets through, and that's going to be a single to put runners at the corners with 1 out as we switch gears from Roy Campanella to now Milo Shaver with 1 out, batting with 2 on, and then on deck, Coach, the big bad Tyler Riley.
As I said, there's that man again. It's amazing. We got another courtesy runner coming in here, number 23 coming in on this one.
Number 23 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts. That's Parker Varner, the sophomore.
Running for Fuller, number 23, Parker Varner.
So 7th hit of the night for Creston, but since the 2nd inning, that's just their first.
Yeah, he's done a really good job here the last few innings, and they've gotten a couple guys on here. We had an error, but
yeah, I mean, even in this inning, you take away the error at the shortstop position. There'd be 2 outs with just a guy on first.
Yeah,
you feel a little bit better about the situation, but right now, a little bit of a pickle here.
Yeah, no, and that ball was squared up and ripped down the third base line. Not a lot Logan can do on that one. But Zwickel did a nice job getting it back in, keeping the runner there at third. We'll see what the Mustangs have for a play here on first and third.
And the runner's on the move. Pitch is down. Throw is all the way through and safe. He was safe. The ball came out of the glove, but he was safe anyways. Beat the throw. So we are 1 ball, no strikes, and now 2 on and scoring position.
Yeah, that's a little variation there of the shortstop cutting that one off. Let the throw go all the way through. And Ethan's made some pretty good throws. He's just got to get that throw down just a little bit.
1-0 misses up and in. That would have been what I would have called like a 345.
Yeah,
you're throwing through
all the way to the second baseman.
But the shortstop covered that time, right?
Shenandoah bringing the infield in here.
Yeah, down by 3. You can't really afford to give up too many more. So you're hoping that he hits it, either strike him out, pop him up, or hits it right at somebody on the infield where you can just look him back and go to first. So 2-1 the count. Spangler got back in the count, and Staver is 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch his last time, and now it's 3-1. You do have a base open, but you really don't want to flirt with loading the bases for 9 and then top.
Yeah.
When I say top of the order, for those of you at home, number 9 batter coming up, and then top of the order with just 1 out. So big pitch right here, and it's outside. Good take by Staver. Loads the bases for Tyler Riley. 1 for 2. Hit the ball really hard his last at-bat. Right to Camden Lormer, and we're going to have a conference on the mound. That'll give us time to give you an update on the softball game. Top of the 7th over there, 6-1. Creston expanding their lead. It was 2-1 going into the 6th inning, and now 6-1 over here at Bob Lucky Fulton Field. We're not having a pitching change right here, I believe.
No, just a conference on the mound, and we got a pinch or a courtesy runner in from there for the catcher. We got Braden Schoon now running at first base. So we've got bases loaded, but one of those things maybe you're not totally upset about. You had the base open. You're not going to groove one there, 3-1. Now it's any base. You're going to try to eliminate it quickly at home if you can, but home then first. Or if it's hit right to a spot, step on the base, and maybe you can get that play at home as well.
So big turning point moment of the game right here. It can go lots of ways. If it goes really good for Shenandoah, you're still down by 3 coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th.
Yep.
But if it goes sideways, could blow the game open here.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's a momentum at bat here, and you've got the 9-hitter, but not your typical 9-hitter when he's hitting 600 on the year.
Sure sign of a good mound visit.
Strike 1.
First pitch strike.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Jade has needed. He is when he has fallen behind in the counts, he has struggled tonight. But when he has gotten ahead, he's done a really good job there.
So 0-1 to Tyler Riley, and he lays down a bases-loaded bunt, and the play's not going to be made at home. Really good scoop by Spangler, but it just looked like Ethan kind of handcuffed him there a little bit.
Yeah, wasn't able to hang on to that one, and
I don't even know what you call that. Is that a hit or is that an error? E2. Dale says E2, so we're gonna that'll be the 5th of the night for Shenandoah. 2nd on Ethan tonight. That's a tough luck error there.
That's one of those. As the pitcher, you make the play, you get the scoop there, and not quite able to hang on to that one. And sometimes it's not easy as a catcher to get that underhand toss with the catcher's glove. To be thrown at you that way after you've done all the receiving overhand. So unfortunate for the Mustangs. Now it's 6-2.
So now Strider comes in. He's 0 for 3 on the night. He did reach on an error in the 2nd inning and score, but he's hit the ball all 3 times. It's probably not a strikeout candidate, more than likely. So he's probably going to put it in play somewhere. You got to make a play.
Yep, infield up in the corners, back in the middle infield, trying to roll 2 here, get out of this inning.
And Strider's a tough guy to double up. He's pretty good athlete.
Yeah. Good athlete, got good speed.
But right now, I mean, if you're Coach Roberts, if you're the Mustangs, you'll take it out anywhere.
Yeah. It's
something funny there?
Yeah, no, just the viewers listening in, they disagreed. They said fielder's choice.
Who said that?
It may or may not be Derek Howard. We'll just shout him out. Dale disagrees. He says you're wrong, Derek.
Oh, that's a tough play. 2-1, handcuffed him. That's back to the Porta-John? Nope. It's going to hit the fence. So we're all square 2-2. I said maybe not a strikeout candidate, but right now it's 2-2. And hey, he can come up. He can come up here into the booth anytime. We'll be happy to take guests. We like guests.
We do.
Come anytime. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bender outside, full count, nowhere to put him. So this is kind of one of those not necessarily throw the fastball, but throw your best pitch.
Yeah, you got to throw your
whatever you're most comfortable with.
Yep, it's got to be your best pitch right here. And this might be his last batter if it's not.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Fastball handcuffed him, but he went around. Good call. That's a strikeout. So out number 2. That's a big out number 2.
Yeah, that's a big time. Made a good pitch, tied him up. Strider was unsure fully to swing, and that's exactly what he needed there to get the strikeout. Now you got 2 outs, step on a base, get out of this with only 1 run across. You're still in this ball game.
What do I know? He's not a strikeout candidate. What does he do? Strikeout. Brings up Hines, who's also not a strikeout candidate. So what does that mean?
I like it.
You turn around and see Cassidy Stevens just making a wonderful play, like running 85
It's
yards.
about 10 feet from the fence.
Sorry.
That's the same thing here.
You did a really good job of
No.
describing
I'll just say
telling people what we see in the background.
Yeah, no. It'd be a perfect time if you can get a nice.
All right. Sorry about that. Had a little technical difficulty there. There was a walk and a run scored, so the bases are still loaded. There are still 2 outs. It's still the top of the 5th, and now we're going to have a pitching change, so we will take a break. Hopefully we don't have another audio malfunction. That was really nobody's fault. We just kind of turned around and somebody's audio went away. So we'll take a break. We'll step aside and we'll get some changes for you when we come back.
The strength of a house starts with its foundation, just like the strength of a community starts with its education to ensure its success for many generations to come. The Shenandoah, Iowa Education Foundation strives to bring world-class education and opportunities to the youth of Shenandoah. Visit ShenandoahIowaEducationFoundation.org to become a part of the $100 Club, the Family Challenge, to donate to the Peter J. Weber Scholarship, or to make a general donation. The Shenandoah, Iowa Education Foundation, partnering today for success tomorrow.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
This is Kane with Gowing Plumbing. Gowing Plumbing is the name to remember for 24-hour service. That includes after hours and weekends, because that is when problems usually occur. We're located in Shenandoah, but we also serve the surrounding communities. That's the way it's been done for more than 70 years. And we work on boiler heat, so call fully licensed Gowing Plumbing any time of day or night. 246-1803 or after hours at 712-310-9248.
Okay, we're back here in Shenandoah. Cole Graham is now coming in from right field. He'll be pitching in right field. This will be Joey O'Rourke checking in. Eli Cameron will come out with that substitution because Jade Spengler will now field in his regular position defensively, shortstop. So we got all that. It was a quadrangular switch.
A lot of moving parts on that one. It took us about that whole 2 minutes to try to figure out who was where and what. And
we probably don't even have it right.
That's okay.
They're so small on the camera, nobody's going to know.
No, they won't know. Their grandparents and parents might know, but they can just call into the show. We always need a statistician up here to help us see these
Anybody
things.
is welcome to come on. There's plenty of room up here. Come on up.
You got to bring snacks.
Got to bring snacks. I like it. I like it. So the next time, from my recollection, that we will be with you will be on the 12th. Will be a baseball game, second of the doubleheader against Atlantic, as Graham steps in a no-win situation here, maybe here, 2 outs, but bases loaded, and number 3 hitter, Cale Turner, but a good job by Graham. He's a gamer.
Yeah, that's a nice job. I said to step in, not an easy situation, but throws a first pitch strike, and maybe Turner there looking just to see what he's got on that first pitch, see if he's going to throw him a strike, and he did. Nice job there.
So 0-1 from Graham to Turner, and that ball is laced up the middle. That's going to get 2 in for sure, and they throw right into the cutoff, but 2 more score as Turner puts another hit on the board and 2 more runs on the board. It's now 9-2, a game that was 5-2 to start this inning. You get a little wild, then some timely hits.
Yeah, no, and it was one of those things. It was either, if Shenandoah could get out of it, this could be a game, or if, a couple more runs come across, and all of a sudden, it's been broken open now, 9-2.
And you hate to keep beating a dead horse, but you go back to that error. That's 2 outs, and then Kyle Strider strikes out. That's the end of the inning.
Yeah.
And they don't score.
Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you give teams extra outs. And now Mickelson is up, who's hit the ball hard 3 times tonight. Only has 2 hits to show for it. But right on that foul, that's about the first one that we've seen kind of fouled straight back. We've seen a lot of weak contact with foul balls, but he has been all over the ball tonight. Well, hopefully he can hit one at somebody and get out of this inning.
If I'm Creston, they just sent both of the runners. If I'm Creston, I'm not sending these guys they're doing it again. And right up the middle to Scammon. He scoops, throws in, though, so Wild throw. It's going to get away, score 1 for sure, maybe 2. And it's going to be a play at the plate, and he is safe at the plate. Turner, really good hustle, but just an errant throw, and it's now 11-2 with the 6th error of the night for Shenandoah, and that one was just kind of like Cameron's, just a routine play, just maybe a little lack of focus there.
Yep, nope, and the errors, the defense has really hurt the Mustangs tonight, and now we've got an 11-2 ball game.
So now batted around have the Panthers, and now Sam Henry will bat for the 2nd time in the inning. He could get the dubious honor of getting the first and last out of the same inning. So he flew out to left field. That doesn't happen often.
No, it doesn't.
He flew.
Again, not a distinction you want.
No, he flew out to left field to start the inning.
Yeah.
He could get out number 3 too.
You'd much rather have the Fernando Tatis of being the only one to hit 2 grand slams in an inning, but.
Well, that would be amazing.
We would definitely take 2 outs here. Needed, much needed.
So it's a 1-ball, 1 strike as Henry fouled the 1-0 pitch straight back. Softball game, as a quick little update here, is now a 9-1, I believe. Maybe 8-1. It says 8-1, but as their throw gets into the outfield, and that's going to be another run, as it's now a 10-run game. And another error, be error number 7 tonight for Shenandoah. Just not the Mustang defense that I've been accustomed to watching this year.
No, definitely. And, it's going to be one of those games if, kind of like we've said again during softball, if they play good defense, good pitching, they've got a chance. But tonight, the defense has cost them, and Now it's 12-2, and hopefully Cole can get out of this inning here, limit it to a 10-run lead.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That pitch misses down and away. So we're now 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and it's going to be 12 runs on just 8 hits for Creston. I mean, they've hit the ball hard, but they don't have a lot of hits. 7 Shenandoah errors have really contributed to that 12-run output.
Yeah, no, been a tough night.
And the full count pitch is fouled straight back. So Graham still battling here, trying to get out of the inning. Shenandoah got on the board in the bottom half of the last inning, so they got out of it. They got on the board finally. Get some feel good, get some runs up, keep the game alive. But you got to limit the damage. And there it is, as Mr. Henry does the very unusual, getting the first and last out of the same inning. But I think he'll live with it because 7 runs were put on the board by the Panthers, and that will end the top half of the 5th. We'll be right back. 5th inning stretch time here in Shenandoah.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs, no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School Athletics. Go Shen! Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Shenandoah. Bottom of the 5th, about to begin. 5th inning stretch time, story time here, Coach. Coolest thing I've ever seen in a baseball game in my life.
All right, I've been waiting since about 7:15 for this story.
And I've told you, I've seen a lot of cool things. This is the coolest. So last night, a 13U baseball game. Blake Burdorf is left-handed, playing first base. Can't throw with his left hand right now because his left arm is giving him problems. So he's throwing with his right arm. You following me so far? Okay. So he has to take his glove off every time to throw and throw back to the pitcher or wherever, right? So there's a play at first. Bad throw. Kid was on second base as well. Bad throw. So he runs out into right field. As he's running, he flips his glove off of his right hand, and he grabs the ball with his right hand. There's a play at the plate. He's in the outfield. He fires a dart from the outfield with his right hand, gets the kid out at home.
Wow.
Craziest thing I've ever seen.
Impressive.
I don't think there's another person in this area right now that could do that. He throws the ball better with his right hand than most kids throw with their appropriate hand.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
That's a great play.
Coolest thing I've seen on a baseball field, so if not ever, but in a long time.
So was that Jim Abbott? Was he the one that had the glove that would he have to like flip it to the other hand?
Yeah,
okay.
But he always would put it on his wrist, I guess you'd say. He'd put it on his wrist. As Rystrom hits it up the middle, nice play by the shortstop, sidearm throw in time for out number 1. But I feel like my story is not doing this play justice. He's a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah, no, to
right?
go out into the
and he's
outfield.
running away from his target.
Yeah.
He throws his glove mid-run and grabs it with his right hand, and he's left-handed, and he fires an absolute BB.
Well, that's what I said. I can't imagine trying to make that throw with my left hand. It wouldn't be pretty.
No.
It wouldn't get there. It would probably roll into the catcher. I'd probably have a better chance of like bowling the ball back.
It would go straight sideways if I threw it. It was just a super impressive. And keep in mind in this game too, we were down.
So do we have the game changer video of this?
We were down 8-2 in this game. Come back to win 9-8. In a walk-off.
Is there a video of the game? They have the Game Changer app, and I've seen lots of videos of 7U and 8U baseball.
I don't know if anybody has the video. It's possible, but it was a really cool play. So kudos to him, and for those boys, they got a good win last night. But anyways, and they're playing pretty good baseball. It's a lot of fun to watch those kids play. But anyways, we are here, 2 outs, down to the final out, possibly. As O'Rourke is down swinging I guess that's the second out, so I apologize. It's okay. So now there's 2 outs. And now Cole Scammon steps up, trying to keep the game alive here, Coach, as I feel like that's a pretty good story.
It was, yeah. No, I'm thoroughly impressed. I said, I do say I got to see those kids firsthand. I was their teacher last year in 5th grade. And so competing at recess in basketball, baseball, football, soccer, whatever the things that we did.
So one thing I did talk to Blake about, and actually he told me tonight that they actually looked. I said, I don't care what Mom and Dad say. You need to tell them that you want one of those ambidextrous gloves.
Yes, yeah.
So when you get older, you can just go right-hand, left-hand based if you're going to pitch. And he said they looked. He said they looked. I was like, oh, I'm sure they're really expensive. He goes, they're really not that bad. Oh. So they were actually looking, whether they buy it or not.
Now I'm kind of interested to see what is not that bad. What is that price range?
I don't know. Scammon grounds one to second base. Step and throw. The scoop is not in time. So that'll go down as the first Creston error and a base runner to keep the game a-going. And back to the top of the order in Jade Spengler.
Yeah, nice job there by Cole, hustling that one out. When you're down 10, you hope you don't get that one where you kind of just half jog it, and he didn't. He busted his butt down the line, and now Jade's got an opportunity to keep this game alive. And you flip the lineup over, and that's exactly what Shenandoah needs here.
Spengler takes a first pitch, breaking ball. First strike. He is 1 for 1 tonight. He walked back in the first, then singled and scored back in the fourth. 0-1, and that ball misses just off the plate. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Both games nearing their conclusion at this point. 8-1 rather, is the softball game, and this game just ended right there on a caught stealing. Great throw and catch to end the game on a caught stealing. A Scammon is gunned down as a 2-6 put out for out number 3. So the baseball game is over. The softball game's 2 outs away from its completion. We're going to pay a couple more bills. We'll come back to wrap things up as the Mustangs fall 10 runs, 12-2.
Every inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
It's always been my dream to own a locker.
You like school that much, huh?
Actually, no, my own meat locker.
I'm processing.
So, what do you think?
Well, if that's your it, let's make it happen.
At this very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
We're back here in Shenandoah final tonight from Shenandoah, 12-2. In a game that really kind of turned around real fast. Shenandoah got into a deep hole early. Creston's hitting some of their own mistakes. But then it kind of leveled off. Shenandoah gets back into the ball game in the 4th, and then the wheels fall off in the 5th, and it's a 7-burger with 4 errors 3 errors in that 5th inning alone. That it helped attribute to that 7-run inning and eventually cost him the game.
Yeah, no, it was, the first 2 innings were a little bit rough. Innings 3 and 4, Shenandoah kind of really bounced back, made it interesting, got a couple runs, and then the 5th inning, the wheels absolutely fell off there, and unfortunately, leads to a 10-run rule there, 12-2.
So, just kind of a little update here. If you're not doing anything right now, and you got some time, put on your shoes, get a little sweaty shirt on, maybe some bug spray, come on out, because Gas and Grass is just about to set the world on fire.
That's
right
it. The lights are on back there, ready for a show. It's always good to have some live music. Brings a little atmosphere. Unfortunately,
I think the concession stand stays open here.
They're going to stay open. Okay,
I think so. So come on down. It's free to get in.
It is. You can't beat the Creston softball girls. They're also excited to hear some music as they are kind of ending their night out there. But yeah, excited to be back next week. Hopefully get a couple better games from the Shenandoah Phillies and Mustangs, and hopefully get a bounce back.
Yeah, so next week is a kind of a schedule recap here. We did 3 softball games right in a row. We've done 3 baseball games right in a row. Me, 2, you, 1. Welcome back. But we've got Monday, I believe, second game of the Atlantic doubleheader for baseball. So that'll be the 4th baseball game in a row. Don't worry, Shenandoah softball fans, because we will be doing the Sydney softball game on Wednesday. And that's at 6 o'clock, so that'll be an early start time.
So that's changed.
They've changed it, yes. There's no JV game anymore. It'll be at 6 o'clock, so eat your supper.
Eat and update your calendars.
Eat your supper and tune in to us at 6 o'clock on Wednesday. So we'll have both baseball and softball next week, and that should be it. For next week. So just the 2 broadcasts, Monday and Wednesday next week. Both 1 baseball, 1 softball. Everybody's happy. Everybody wins. I got caught up, right? It was 3 softball. You did 3 baseball. So now we're caught up.
We'll be even. Everybody gets their opportunity to hear our delightful voices.
The silky smooth sounds of Jay Soderberg. But we'll see you next week. Guys, seriously, if you're not doing anything and you're in town, come on down and check out Gas and Grass. The softball team fell tonight 8-1. Wheels kind of fell off there. It looked like Creston's a good team, but it was 2-1 there going into the 6th inning, so that was a really good effort by the girls. And it was a 5-2 game going into the 5th inning here. Shenandoah just kind of wheels fell off there in the 5th. But we're going to step aside for Coach Soderberg. Welcome back. I'm TJ Young. We are all done tonight in Shenandoah. We'll see you Monday night for the second half of the Varsity Boys doubleheader. Good night, everybody.